And off we go from Denver. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Home to trips right.
Throwing first play is Herbert. And his first pass is incomplete.
Man coverage to start the game, and I expect we'll see a good amount of that. They trust their secondary to hold down the fort and let their pass rushers get home. And that's a good job right on play one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 55, Mike 55. He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
Herbert. It's taken, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Don't get nervous.
Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's
Here's Wilson to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Mike 6.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Greg Dulcich, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss, as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Shift. Check four.
Watch twist.
They run once more with Edwards. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. You look at this Bronco defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Hey, watch the lane. Watch the safety creep.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Let's give credit to the defense. They got plenty of bodies to the point of attack and stuffed the run. But I just wonder if the offensive line let down a little bit, knowing that the big guy was getting the ball, and they just expected him to pick up a first.
It's taken to the 26. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
When the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive.
Alert flare.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic.
Hey.
Now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Watch the out.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Hard throw, incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, L.A. Gus Edwards with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take the win.
Now Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Let's go.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From his own end zone, Herbert launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Charger football to start quarter number 2. These two teams all tied after 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Right here, we got to step it up.
Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Come on.
Play action, it's Herbert. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
59.
Mike 5. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
79 Broncos. Mike 5. Mike 5. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get 5'9", 5'9". D-line.
Here's Herbert. That's to one of the new Charger wideouts, DJ Chark. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then hard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they've rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Mike 6.
2nd and 10.
I'm on. Watch tight end. Tight right. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Hey, check back.
Here's Wilson. He completes this to Sutton. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Hey, check Mike 6. I'm coming after you.
Wilson. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Hey, here I come.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Broncos at 0-5, just a dismal start to the year. And they come in pretty desperate here for a win.
And think about this too, partner. We have not heard the dreaded vote of confidence yet from management. So when a team's 0-5, everyone starts wondering about their jobs. Will they still have one? That's coaches on down. They've got to find a way to throw that out of their minds and band together and play better football.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. High throw, but the catch is made. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 19. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Check Mike 6. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Watch the edge.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Greg Dulcich, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Well, CD, you know, anytime they get close to the red zone, he is such a threat. And there he is again already, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game.
And I know it's probably a little bit of a failing on my part, but you know I watch a game through defensive eyes, and I don't understand what the coverage was doing there. When he headed out deep, they should have adjusted and flowed towards him. Instead, they left him out there and gave him a chance to make a big play. And, of course, he did exactly that. His size, speed, and versatility makes him a top target in any game.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's Herbert now on second down. Open man right side, that's McConkey. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
If there's ever anyone born to be an efficient slot receiver, it's lad McConkey. Gets in and out of breaks so well and creates excellent separation, and then after the catch, knows how to turn upfield and gain additional yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got?
On the handoff, Edwards. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Crowd right.
Herbert off of play action. Now this one finds McConkey.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
5-9. Check 13. Check 13. Check 99. Check 99. Kill. Check. Cowboy 80. Check.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Watch the screen.
Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic. Watch the run. Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic.
To throw is Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Los Angeles.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go to the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6. Come on, D. Mike 6.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
We're going 25's the mic.
What we got?
Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic.
On first down, Wilson. He'll air this one out for Mims. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
25's the mic. You ain't got nothing. Hey, 25's the mic. We're going
Here's Wilson.
Let's go, D.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 40. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic.
Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic.
Again, Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Green 80. Green hut. White 80. White 80 hut. Hey, ram.
Defense.
Green hut.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And Shark calls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Green 80. Green hut.
Hey.
Check 9.
Watch out.
On the give, it's Vidal. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Army.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Herbert now. And Jones has it over the middle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Lion.
Check. 55's the mic. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Chef.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Dobbins once more. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Check three.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Will Dissly punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point try now from Dicker. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 17, Broncos 14. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll hand it off now. Williams. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6. You're trash, you're trash. Mike 6.
Now it's Wilson.
3 bucks.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Wilson. He's got his running back out of the backfield, and he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
Mike 6. Mike 6. Go. Go. Hey, check Mike 6.
Throwing is Wilson. A leap, and he's got it. Greg Dulcich with an acrobatic catch. And the Broncos have retaken a third quarter lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Switch.
They'll go back to Edwards on first down, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him, picks up 3 on that carry.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
All day, defense, all day.
Hey, Ram.
Under 10. You go tight.
To the right side, this is Edwards. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Come get some.
And his throw is incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Mike 5.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
19 Lions.
They snap it to Herbert. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Check four. Check. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He'll air this one out for Mims. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Mike 6. Check the outs.
Hey, check Mike.
Now it's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. First and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on first down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turned the ball over.
The Charger drive about to get going. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Check 37, check 37.
Now a handoff, Edwards. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Chargers on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's caught by Davis. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
6 guy, check 6.
A handoff running left is Dobbins. Down the left sideline. He may go. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. 79 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. And a big run there against the worst rush defense in the league. They're number 32 of 32.
And they're ranked that for a reason. And we're really not surprised to see.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Will Dissly with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that gives him a 3-point lead.
24, Broncos 21. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic.
Now Wilson on first down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, Loss of yardage ugly.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down.
25's the mic.
Silver.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. A big play looming on third down.
Bring it. Hey, check Mike, Mike 6.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Here's Wilson to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's fourth and long.
Tight end right.
3 down.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Second down and 6 now.
In the middle, 55. We got double up. Hey, easy. OP. Get wide. Bang. Rush in.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
You're not ready.
55's mine, guys. 55's.
Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Charger first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Check. Lucky.
Hey, switch gears. Slam.
Dobbins trying the left side.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
41 Mike.
Now it's Herbert. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, defense, let's go.
Penny will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Delta, I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine.
Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Los Angeles, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Denver, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.